Hi, I'm Cassy so sassy, and I like to talk to dead people. Do you believe in ghosts? Spirits? Aliens? UFOs? Bigfoot? I am on a road trip today to Garnett, Kansas, where I will be staying at the Garnett House and Hotel, doing a paranormal investigation there as well. Let's hit the road. Well, I made it to Garnett. Now we just gotta find this hotel. I just found First Avenue, and the houses are starting to get older, and so I know that I'm getting closer to where I need to be. I didn't look up the address of the hotel. I figured I could do that whenever I got here. There it is. Wow. And again, there's my hotel for the night. So here's the problem with doing this alone. Without my paranormal princesses with me, is they're at the house now, and I have so much anxiety. Very anxious, like nervous to walk up there by myself, but enough alone time. Let's go meet this paranormal group, and well, I'm gonna meet them. You won't. You can find them on YouTube and on Facebook. Haunting History. They have lots of good episodes full of history of places that they've gone to research. It's a good time. Huh? Okay, let's go meet these dudes. Okay, bye. Well, I'm here.
John's gonna sit in the middle. Yeah. This we start off right here. She kind of knows a little bit of the history now. I guess a lot of it now that Rob said a lot of it. So there is that. Awkward silence.
I just like looking at the screen watching the little dog.
Never seen that before.
Yep. Cause like I said, I got done and I looked down like, I was like, I started to say holy shit, but I didn't. I was like, then she was gone.
Probably throws off our smells off on the floor.
That was when Jennifer come in and I said, the little girl saw that. So the neighbors next door, they know what it is. That's quiet.
A lot of little objects. I was fine, and now I feel like I'm being watched. Now I feel fine again. Weird. Okay, we're getting ready to go live on Facebook and to do this paranormal investigation. This used to be a doctor's office. That was the x-ray machine, and there's actually blood splattered on the ceiling. All right, here we go. I'll update you with whatever happens, stuff's gonna happen. Well, I was in there alone, and I was upstairs. I could hear something downstairs, and then David came in and got me because there was stuff happening. Wild. This has been a fun time, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't scared. Let's do it.
Guess what I'm doing, y'all?
Guess what I'm doing, y'all? I'm going live on my Facebook.
I'm live, mother.
It's a family channel.
Not after. We're getting ready to do Spirit Box. April 30th, like 1:15 in the morning. Full moon.
I saw, just out of the, like, I looked down at my phone and it was like something black had went to the right behind the door jamb where I couldn't see it. So that's why I had to do that.
Well, get out of there. I saw a shadow block the door in there earlier. It was like a dark shadow that blocked the green light on the door.
She's in here snickering. By the way, for the...
I wanted to vlog the whole way home from the Garnett house Monday morning, but it was dark. It was like I left there at 3:20 in the morning and I got home at 5. I've been wanting to tell the things that happened to me there, and some people did watch it on the live feed through Paranormal Frequencies Facebook page. And I've been getting a lot of really cool feedback and people telling me that they think I'm nuts and I'm crazy to go into a house that I know is haunted. I've had people coming up to me asking, like, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you? And how did you start believing in, like, paranormal things? What happened at the Garnett house? It was pretty wild. It was a fun time. So let's buckle up. And you can ride home with me from work. And I'll try to remember what happened. This was the first investigation I've been on by myself without my paranormal team. I do belong to a team of moms that love the paranormal, and we like to go ghost hunting. I don't want to cheapen it by calling it ghost hunting. We do investigations. The Garnett house was my first time without my people, without my mamas. So basically I went there and I met like a bunch of strangers. 2 guys who own the house who do a lot of paranormal investigating. 2 guys who are part of this Paranormal Frequencies podcast and haunting history on YouTube. John, he's the older gentleman in the group, and his daughter Jennifer was there. And then Dave, he's a younger guy in the group. He does a lot with film and editing, has some amazing paranormal intelligence, and has had some awesome experiences, has been many places to investigate. So those were the people who were there when I arrived. My first impression of the house, well, I drove into town And I got there super early because I wanted to, you know, explore the town and just kind of get a feel. It was a Sunday. There was absolutely nothing happening. I went out to a couple of cemeteries. I drove up and down the streets. Finally decided to drive down the side of town that the hotel was on. As I approached the block that it was on, I could see it. And I think that I was a little bit in denial that that was it. That this rundown building, the place on the prairie for many people to stop. So much history had happened there. So many famous historical people have been there. John Brown, Buffalo Bill, Wild Bill, Bat Masterson, Houdini. So I pull up and everybody's there. Justin and Rob, Jennifer, John, and David. These are 5 of the nicest people I have ever met in my life. I'm just gonna go on record and say that. They just all seemed small town like me. They didn't act like they were better than me because they knew more about the paranormal, or because they know a ton about paranormal. So I got to kind of just roam around the house, and I walked around the outside, looking at the windows, seeing if I felt anything, and all that I felt was like it was a creepy old house. Walking right inside on the floors it's like a fun house in there because each room is like at a different level almost. And I went upstairs finally and was walking around upstairs. There were other people up there, and I just went to sit in the ladder room just to see what I felt. And it was in that ladder room where I started to feel like I was being watched. That was after sitting in there for just a few minutes and not feeling anything. And then pretty soon I just had this feeling that I was being watched. I became very flushed. My heart was beating really, really fast. And I pulled up my camera and I recorded. I was fine, and now I feel like I'm being watched. Now I feel fine again. Weird. Next, it was time to go live, and Dave put Jennifer and I in the house first. Now, something that I should probably tell you about Jennifer is that she can channel. Based upon what I saw Sunday night, that means that spirits can speak through her. It isn't something that's just done simply. It takes a toll on her. Anyways, here's what happened. If she can keep herself closed to it, nothing will happen. But as soon as she opens up, they come to her. She just has this gift. Jennifer and I go in alone. And we're in the house, we're asking questions and walking around, and we're in this one room, and she leans back and whispers into my ear. Somebody just walked past the door, and she was holding the camera aimed at the door, but it wasn't the angle of it, just you couldn't really pick anything up, because I've gone back and I've watched it a couple of times, and I will probably continue to, because I'm not going to forget her whispering that in my ear. We went and sat on the couch in the main room. She began to write me messages on her phone. We were doing a live feed on Facebook, and there's just some things that she wasn't wanting to share on the live feed. I'm gonna respect that too right now. She was sensing things. She was trying to just let me know maybe what was gonna happen. We went upstairs and we walked around, we asked more questions, and neither one of us really felt a thing up there. And our time was up, and Dave and John came in, and she and I went out into the tent, which was like mission control, and a safe area. And she told me that sometimes if she keeps herself closed to channeling, the spirits kind of scatter from her. A lot of crazy things have happened in buildings and houses all over Kansas, and the Garnett House and Hotel is not immune to that kind of history of bad things happening. So Dave and John are inside doing their investigation. At the end of their time, Dave says, we're gonna have Cassy come in here by herself and we're gonna do a little experiment and see what happens. And I'm like, oh great. I was very excited. And he tells me, I want you to go upstairs alone, 15-20 minutes, do an EVP session. An EVP session is where we take a recorder and we ask questions, and maybe the answer will be on the recorder when we play it back. So I am like, fine, I'll go upstairs. I go walking around, and I have the camera with the live feed going on, and people are commenting, and my amazing and wonderful co-worker Julie says, you should go sit in the chair. And so there's this chair that's in the hallway at the top of the steps that we dubbed the chair of doom, because it has some history that you can't find online. I'm just gonna say that, and I'm not going to share what that history is. But the chair of doom, it has a reputation. So I went and sat in the chair of doom, and I started talking, asking questions, sitting in silence, and pretty soon I could hear something downstairs. And mind you, I'm sitting at the top of the steps looking down the steps, and I can hear walking, and I can hear it getting closer into the room that is at the bottom of the steps, and then finally being at the bottom of the steps. And I say to it, why don't you come up here and talk to me? I'm sitting right out here in the open, you know, like bait. Come on up here and talk to me. And the back door opened, and I hear Dave calling to me, and I instantly knew what was probably happening. He says, come downstairs, come on down. And as soon as I hit the bottom of the steps, he says, we're taking her out for safety reasons. As I was leaving out the back door, I opened it up, and I knew immediately that I was right about what was happening. Jennifer opened up, and she was channeling, and she said, told them, get me out of there now. Yeah, there was some not so good stuff going on in there. I don't know if it was whatever was at the bottom of the steps. I don't know if it was something that was upstairs with me. There was something dark and fast coming at me. I just wanted to talk to some spirits, you know? I like to talk to the dead people. I see dead people. I talk to dead people. I guess you should also know that I know how to protect myself. I had some items of protection in my car, and I also had prayed. I also had said when I walked in the house that whatever was in here did not have permission to hurt me. Couldn't hurt me, and it couldn't come home with me. I always kind of put that out there when I go into a place. So I never felt like I was in any danger. I sat out in the tent for a while, and Jennifer kept channeling until somebody said, we've just got to get her off the property. We took a break from the live feed. I was able to go to Jennifer and to thank her, and I'm very thankful to her. One, for opening up. It's not easy or a fun thing for her to do, and two, thanking her for telling them to come get me, to get me out of there, because I don't want anything bad. to happen to me when I'm out doing this. Jennifer and John ended up going home. It was for the best. Dave asked me if I wanted to leave, and I said no, I'm not freaked out. If you're still going to investigate, then I still am on board. Then we all three went in and upstairs and did a long EVP session. During that time, I saw, actually the whole time that I was there and the red light was on in the bathroom, I saw things in the bathroom, shadows. Moving low, almost shadows of a shadow, like you can tell something was in there moving. You could, like, I can't even really explain it. Reflections of a shadow. It was so faint. The door looked like it was moving, like wave, because of the way the shadows were casting on it. Dave ended up in the bathroom, in the chair of doom, in the bathtub, and he caught a shadow on camera behind him. And from where I was sitting in the back bedroom, I saw it too. It totally blocked out the leg on the bathtub. I haven't gone back to watch that part of the video yet. I should probably do that. After that, Dave went up in the attic. I wasn't going up in the attic. It's a sturdy ladder, but it's, you know, I'm clumsy. Broke my foot. I fall a lot. Nothing was happening. It was almost 2, I think, and Dave was like, we're done. And he hands the camera down to Justin. When that happens, something is thrown at him, hits him in the neck. The room that I was sitting in, something knocked in there. Ba-boom! That came up from the attic. We decided to continue on, because if shit was gonna start happening, we weren't walking away. We were like, okay, we're done. And they were like, oh no, you're not. We continued on for about another hour. We heard a lot of noises. Dave and I heard with our own ears someone say, hey, more shadows in the bathroom. Oh, also, we were just about to go downstairs. It was just around 3, and a freaking doll fell over. The Raggedy Ann doll fell, plop, right on the floor. I was thankful that things kind of started getting active there. I was thankful for every experience I had there, even the strange, gosh, I don't even want to call it strange. It's just, to see somebody channel or see a psychic in action or a medium in action is just, it's such a surreal moment. You almost feel like it's not, this can't be happening. How is this possible? But it is totally possible. I can't even breathe talking about the Garnett house right now. I really just wanted to get this down. And this vlog is going to probably be really way too long and kind of chopped up, and maybe I really do these for me though. Like, I want to be able to look back on this and remember the stories and the experiences that happened. And if you want to know, go to the 1958 Garnett House and Hotel. Just Google it. Go to their website and contact Rob and Justin and go there and experience it for yourself. You guys, I'm sorry that was a really long video. It was more like an episode than a video. I cut out 45 minutes of footage of me talking, of things happening at the house, of my trip down there, and I think I've condensed it down to as tiny as it has to be. So if you made it to this part, I mean, I should bake you a cupcake or something. Thank you for watching. I really, really mean that. All the links to the house, the paranormal groups I was with, Haunting History, the podcast, they're down below in the you know, and all the words down there. If you just click that little arrow and it'll bring it down, and you can go watch some great episodes of Haunting History and follow these guys on Facebook because they post live feeds all the time. I think I finally caught up on my sleep. At any rate, thank you for watching. Thank you for getting to the end. You made it. Yay!